Hey everybody, it's Tom Bell, the marketing mad scientist. Look, this is my second video in a 30-day challenge, so I'm going to make 30 videos in 30 days, and I've resolved that I'm not going to edit these things, so they're all going to be one take. So tonight I want to tell a story about how I learned how to write copy for the web and how a jerk helped me make $60 million. So I want to go fast because I want this to be, not too long, 8-10 minutes. Way back in the horse and buggy days of the internet, I sold toys. I sold toy helicopters, and I decided that I was going to quit that and start an internet company. Now, I didn't even own a computer at the time. So I bought myself a computer, walked away from my previous job, and because I had been selling toys at festivals and flea markets, I said to myself, well, where's the flea market on the internet? Because I know that. Well, that was eBay. Okay, a good flea market seller knows that the best place to rent your table is, the premium spaces on the front row. So that is the featured auctions. And I'm going to go really fast with this. I've probably told the story 100 times. So featured auctions, I didn't know what to sell. So back then you could sort all of eBay. This was like 97, 98, I think. And, I saw everything on eBay. And then I took out everything that wasn't ending today because that's a mature auction. We know what people are going to buy it for. And they had Dutch auctions back then. And that took away the one-offs like, the pianos and grandma's rings. So these were products that you could sell multiples of. And I knew how to buy things in China. So just Dutch auctions. Long story short, I found myself a list of products that were successfully selling. And then a lot of them I could find, so I cut out everything that I couldn't find wholesale and boiled it all down to a product that I knew I could find. There were, I think, 11 sellers successfully selling that product. And this is going to sound like the most moronic thing in the world. I had never written a word of copy ever. But I looked at these eBay auctions, and I knew the sales counts for what I was looking at. And of this list of 11, there was a number 1 and there was a number 11. So I had the bright idea to write my sales letter or eBay auction page, and I said more of what number 1 said and less of what number 11 said. To make a long story very short, a few months later, we had 4 months, $600,000 from having sold the cell phone antenna booster, the little sticker. So everything was new on the internet. It was the Wild West. I took my eBay buyers and I started selling them offers. And one of the very early players in affiliate marketing was this brand new company back in the 90s called ClickBank. And I would run ads for anything. One day it would be double the speed of your PC, how to speak foreign languages. I mean, we didn't exactly have targeting back then. So I didn't pay much attention to what I was running, but I was making myself a lot of money. So I just ran stuff and ran stuff. And I got a call from, it was a recording on my answering machine, which still had a tape in it. Yeah, I'm old. And they said, well, Tom, we're going to have, it was like 14 or 41, I forget, but it was a lot of thousands. And the message was that they were going to have to close my account and take all my money. So I called Jennifer, who was the receptionist back then, and today she's the vice president of ClickBank. And I said, why are you going to take all my money? She said, well, you're a spammer, and we have to take all your money. But Jennifer, these were buyers. They don't get any further away from spam than buyers. Yeah, but you're a spammer, so we have to take all your money. And on it went. Well, can you tell me who my accuser was? No, I can't release that because you're a spammer. Can you tell me what the message was? 7 or 8 or a lot. So finally, I said, and I joke with her about this every time I see her. I just said, Jennifer, I'm pretty sure you're a girl. And I guess she was taken aback because I don't know how many people have ever said that. And she says, yes. I said, well, Jennifer, if I called you a boy 10 times, would you become a boy? Okay, Tom, you can have your money. All right. So we get past that, and now I say, Jennifer, why did you shut off my account for spam when it's not spam? Well, Tom, we got a complaint. And the substance of the complaint went a lot like this. It was, hey, ClickBank, I normally sell 30 books a day. Today, I've sold 170 books so far. I'm being spammed. And Today I Can is the culprit. That was my nickname for ClickBank back then. I'm going to tell a story about nicknames in a minute, but that's, another thing. I'll tack it on at the end. So he was mad and figured he was being spammed because he had sold so many books. So Jennifer says, Tom, don't send him any more, emails because he's kind of a jerk. And I reminded Jennifer, remember, this is the 90s. We didn't have tracking links, redirects, or, any of that. So I said, look, the email's in people's boxes and I can't stop them from buying. So they turned back on my account. This guy writes a second letter. And that letter said, well, I saw that you shut Today I Can off. And now, remember, the way ClickBank works, when they shut me off, he got 100% commissions during that time, the hours that it happened. And he said, well, now Today I Can is getting commissions again, and I've sold another 100 and something books. Not only is Today I Can, this happened, not only is Today I Can a spammer, but it looks like he's a hacker too. What an idiot. So in today's day and age, you'd probably get a phone call thanking the affiliate for bringing in those kind of sales, but this guy writes nasty letters. Turns out that the guy is selling an ebook about how to get a government grant, and the book had reprint rights. So out of anger, I hadn't thought about selling a digital product before. I bought the book, and I stayed up for 36 hours straight, cleaning up, errors, doing some research, essentially rewriting this guy's book and building a website. Remember, websites were really hard back then, separate web editors. I mean, we didn't have ClickFunnels for that. But 36 hours, my first wife said, Tom, just come to bed. You're trying to tell me that people are going to buy books that aren't really books. They're just on the computer. I said, yeah, we've been making money from that for a while, and I'm going to have my own. Come to bed. You're never going to make any money with this. I didn't come to bed. So 36 hours straight, I wrote the Today I Can grant guide as a gesture of this to the guy who got my ClickBank account shut off. To make a long story very short, and we did some other neat things, like, we were the first people to use a survey on a landing page really long ago, back in the late 90s. We asked people why they wanted a grant, we customized the letter, we did some fun stuff. But to make a long story really short, 4 years later, $60 million in sales. So that was fun. Another tiny little side story for those that have been in the ClickBank game for a long time. Years and years ago, they would have affiliate pages on ClickBank, and they would say, here's how to do a hop link, and they would teach you. And usually, the way they would teach you is they would have their ID, and then they would put XXX, to indicate this is where you put your ID to build your ClickBank hop link. They didn't build them automatically yet. So I had this affiliate accounts for free. So I got like a dozen ClickBank accounts just on a goof. I would get 5X's, 6X's, 4X's, your ID here. Just registered all those affiliate IDs because I knew what was going to happen, and it did. It would bring me in $200 or $300 every month, where people would just take the training hop link and promote it. So somebody had to make that money, so it was me. And what are the lessons here for people besides me just telling stories? Look, I'm getting back in the habit of making videos, so maybe it is just me telling a story, but a few points to go over is you can get product inspiration from any place. You can learn from the craziest places, and the idea of taking all the sales letters in a space and using them for inspiration, seeing what works, that happens every day. But not sure, what the moral of the story is besides, a prior homeless guy making $60 million because he got pissed off. But I'm not going to ramble. I'm going to call that my video for the second in the 30-day challenge. So there you have it.